So good morning all. Last Friday we were discussing about the cross join and then related function. Unfortunately, we end up with some errors. Anyhow, so most of the people were also not joined that day. Let me repeat these two and move to the next topics. Okay. Only we discussed only this much only in the last Friday. Cross join and then related. So yeah, cross join is nothing but if it is a you want to join two tables. Let me open Power BI. 9th May time intelligence and open it. The sound is coming. Check when. Yeah. So very simple. Whenever you want to join the two tables, but assume that we don't have the common column, then we need to use the cross join function. And I think if you see this one, the cross join, I simply taken the cross join of, I'm telling that two tables. If you want to see the what is the employee table, that is, see this one. This is the only simple table, department table underscore D, and employee underscore D also. There is a two table. I mean one more table, employee ID, employee name. So what I want is I want to bring the one more extra column here, like a department name. The department name from the different table. The most important thing here is no common column between both the tables. No common column between both the tables. I'm repeating. Look at the employee underscore D table, dummy table, and do we have department ID here? Go to department table underscore D table. Do we have anything called here key column here? No, right? But if you go to the cross join, now see the output of the cross join. So this is what we discussed already. If you want, I will type it one more time also. The cross join function will expect two so yeah, force it in the sense like, yeah, we are trying to join the both the table but without any common column, so it will give the maximum possible, like a probability in mathematics formula. For example, what is the table name? I'm telling employee underscore D table, comma, department underscore D table, and close it. So now this is what about the cross join functionality. And if you take the first set of records, 1 2 3 employee table, and again the same set is repeating employee table only, the 4 times repeating. Why? Because we have the 4 values in department table. If you have the one more value in the department table, then it would have been the repeated one more time. For example, let's order by employee ID. One second, right click and ascending order. Now see this one. If you take any one employee, the maximum probability he can join into IT department or admin department or HR department and testing department. That is what about the cross join functionality. And leave it everything. Just take a scenario. You want to join the, if customer asking one more column from the different table which is doesn't have any relationship, then simply go with the cross join. Okay. So now, but make sure that the output of the cross join would be table. So you need to go to the modeling and click on the new table, then write this query. The next one is related functionality or related function. This also I'm taking a new table. For example, table 2. Okay, listen carefully. First I will show you the scenario. Take an employee table. Take an employee table. Now let's say I want to filter only these two records. The criteria would be select all the records from employee table. Understand very carefully. Select all the records from employee table where department ID equal to 101. Is it possible? Tell me then. I'm adding a new table. I hope you got my requirement. My requirement is very simple. I want to get employee table data, but wherever department ID equal to 101. Tell me the formula for this one. Which function I need to use it? You understand the requirement? Priya or Abhay and Midun. I want to filter table data and I want to pick only department ID equal to 101. Which function I need to use it? See, keep in mind whenever table level, if you want to filter it blindly, we need to go to the filter function. Very clearly, I spent almost like half an hour time on this only two function here. Yes or no? Filter used to filter data at the table level, and calculate function will be at the column level. So I'm table level I'm using. I need to use a filter function now. What is the table you're trying to filter? Employee table based on what is the expression? Department ID equal to 101 and close it. Are we getting or not? So this is straightforward. Already know it. But what is the meaning of related is nothing but to retrieve the related information from other table also. What is the meaning of other table? I will tell you. So now let's say look at the department table now. Look at the department table now. In this table we have a department ID, correct? When we have the common column between employee table, now can we join these two columns, department ID from the employee table? Let me take this one. This is what I'm talking. This is the employee table. We have a common column here, and this is the department table. Here also we have the common column. By joining these two tables, we can get each employee name belongs to which department. Aramse we can get it. Yes or no? So my requirement is same thing. Get me all the employees where department ID equal to 101. Just now we have seen. But sometimes what will happen? I don't want to filter the data based on employee ID column. I want to filter the data based on related department names. For example, instead of 101, I want to give the IT. Let's say in the filter criteria, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give as a department name. Department name equal to IT, something like this. Is it possible? Yes, possible. If it has relationship between both of them. Yes. So now listen, the same expression, I'm just going to modify a little bit. And I'm going to table number 2. Here, I don't want to pass employee table department ID. I'm going to different table called department table. See, now it is not allowing at all. When I'm trying to filter the department name, it is not allowing me. Auto intelligence is not coming because we have to force it that this employee table having a relationship between the department table. So now let's say I need to use a related function. Now see immediately the three column. I have not nowhere I mentioned like a department. I not even typed the DEPT. It's showing as a 3 here. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. I want to filter the table data. Which table I want to filter? Employee table only. What is my requirement? I want to pass the column which is there in the secondary table or some other table. Then the table name is department table, which is not allowing me. The moment when I take related function, now see I not even type a D also. It's automatically pop up like a DEPT table and those two columns from that particular table, which means why not it's showing as a fact table, some other tables, because it doesn't have a relationship. Only these three columns or these two, one table is having the relationship between the employee table. That's why it's showing up. So now scroll down and select whatever the column you want, press tab button and equal to, this is what we made a blunder mistake that day. We need to close it here. That is the only mistake I have done in the Friday. We need to close it and then equal to what is the value like IT. And again, we need to close one more bracket. Now you will get it. Still, I'm getting the same result. You may be wondering, sir, it's maybe previous value. Yes, previous value. Let's change the value. Let's say admin department. Is it changing here? 102. Look at the 102. What is the 102 here? Is it admin or not? Now let's say if I make it as a testing department, will I get 103? Supposed to get it. If pass is the testing, we're supposed to get the 103 now. Let's see. So this is very, very, very important related function also. Okay, and save this one. Anyone has any questions now? Okay, so now we have like many functions under filter criteria. For example, all function, and then all except functions, and is filtered. Okay, and is cross filtered. There are many functions available, and at least I will try one function today, and then we'll move to the we have like many functions under time intelligence functions. Okay, so as part of our training, the next function would be all. What is the understand of the all function? First I will give you the scenario, then we will understand. Listen carefully please. Close everything and try to understand. I am taking a new page. Let's say we'll take the same bar chart. Anyone has any questions meantime? No. I'm taking the sales amount column. Maybe like for example, I want one more table like geography table. What is the use of recent sources? And no need to type the once again credentials. I'll go with the same country wise sales amount because that is a one table which is very good familiar. If I say any scenario, you will easily understand. Fine. So I have geography table and country wise we have it. If you have any questions, please unmute and talk to me. Don't type it in the chat window. Okay, so let it be your data labels also. Let me enable. Make it as a thousands. Fine. So if you understand this one, then next will be very easier. So what I want is, if you see the values, okay, what is the total sales amount? Can anyone tell me what is the total sales amount? Take a card and take a, what is the measure I should take? Sales amount measure, right? The sales amount. This is what the total value. The total value, if you want to see the exact number, then make it as a automatic. There is a value, data label. So this is for the total value. The total value would be something called 29 millions, I guess. Yes or no? 29 millions available total sales amount. Out of 29 millions, we got only, let me convert this also into millions, you will easily understand. Data labels, instead of 1000, convert this into millions. So out of 29 millions, only from US, we are getting almost 10 millions, 9.39 millions sales amount. And Australia we're getting another 9 millions. So almost like here, like 18 million, correct or not? Out of 20 and 18 million gal, the only another rest will be like a 10 million data we are getting from rest all the countries, which means what is a profit percentage from these two countries, or what is a contribution because of which country? Let's say this country, if you want to get as a like each country wise, okay, percentage of the profit. You getting my point or not? Something I want to share contribution of the because of which country we are getting more profit. Let's say the total value is this much, from only US we are getting this much, so can't we get the percentage? How much percentage we are getting only from this US? Approximately how much? Closely 30%. Around 30% from only from US we are getting. Another 30% we are getting from Australia. Maybe another 2-3% or 5% we are getting from UK, and this Canada we are getting very less percentage. So that is what my requirement now. That is what my requirement now. For that one, let me take a one simple tabular report. And anyhow, take always tabular report, then is very easy for you to understand sales amount based on country wise we are discussing, right? Go to grid option and try to change the font, and where is the color, like a bold header. Don't summarize, already is there. So this is what the value. So now I'm going to add as a extra column. That is what is my intention. My intention is very simple here. Whatever the current value, Australia value divided by the total value. Yes or no? So now tell me, how can I get the total value now? If you want to get the total value, we have been spending almost 10 days of time only on the new measure, new column. I want to get the total value of that particular sales amount column. So my recommend is very simple. Sales amount divided by total sales amount. Tell me the measure now. Average, whatever you may be. Can anyone unmute, please? Midun, I think you might have done in the Excel file already. Tell me Excel formula, at least we will try to replicate here. Okay, new measure. Anyhow, we have to go for the new measure. And let me give the proper, let me give the decent value. For example, total sales amount, okay, equal to sales amount, okay. Oh, direct average, is it? Average of sales amount, okay, fine. This is what your requirement, is it? Okay, let's enter it. The total sales amount I put as like this. Maybe a last. This is what the measure, and I'm taking like this. Is it giving right answer or not? Then how can I get my requirement? First thing is we will go one by one, okay. First and foremost thing is we will concentrate on the how to get the total values. So you might be thinking, Bala, we need to go for the sum. Yes, I agree, we need to go for the sum only, and click on the sum. If I go for the sum, see, this will work when I don't have the country name. See, this is 100% will give the total values. The both are giving the same values. What are the columns showing normal sales amount and sum of total sales amount also will give the same values. But whenever taking any category, category means any group by column, the value will be ignored or expanded based on your column values. That is a known issue. That is a known issue. Now tell me, how can we overcome this problem? So I don't want this 9 million here. Here also I want to always display as a not average. As of now my requirement is very simple. I want to get the total value for each line items. Yes, doesn't matter. Here always I need to print this value for each row level also. So that is where the filter function is very handy. Now select this total sales amount, listen carefully. So I'm going to force it, take the total sales amount whatever at the total level, like all means what, across all the values. What is all values here? Australia, Canada, France, something like this. So can I use calculate here? Because we are deriving a column, right? Obviously we need to use the calculate function. Calculate what is the expression, sum of sales amount, then use the all function. What is a table name or column name? You can mention the column name also, or you can mention the table name also, like dim geography, comma, what is the column name? English country region name. Will you agree or not? English country region name, and close it. You can expand like this. You can see this one. Make sure that all the brackets are closed. We need to close one more. Click on enter it. Multiple table arguments are not allowed in the all or this one. Let me check. Yeah, here also showing clearly syntax problem only. So is it giving right value or not? So that is what the advantage of the all function. The all function is clearly indicating always, even though we are in the country level total sales amount, don't display country level totals. Take it from the all level. All level means like all the values total. All the values total would be this one. That is what I'm clearly mentioning here. Total sales amount, take the sum of sales amount. At what level, what granularity we are indicating that? All level. All level. Let's say if you want to exclude any of the value, let's say I want to take everything but except Australia. So 29 minus 9 million. Then can I use one more function? All expect is there. Let me try this one. Let me. Yeah, we need to give the table name. I don't want to deviate this topic. Again, it will go to the syntax error. Let me finish this one. Now is good. Now we are getting as a total sales amount. Now what is next column we would require? Sales amount divided by total sales amount. Let me give like this, more space. Let me add borders. The third column, third measure I would require. New measure, like we'll go with the same name. Let me check the names. Sales amount. This is the sales amount, right? So that sales amount is nothing but calculate sum of sales amount. Sorry. Close it, comma. Yeah, we need to divide it by total sales amount, right? What is the column name? Total sales amount, and close it. This measure 2 I given. I haven't given the proper naming. That's okay. Take a measure 2. Is it giving or not? It is almost giving. If you ask me, it's almost giving. For example, order by sales amount, you will understand. Now see this one. Only from US we're getting 32%. Australia we're getting 32%. If you suppose to get 100%, right? If you sum it up everything, it is giving the value but decimal values. So now what I want to do, I want to do is like, yeah. So let me rename this one. Can we say profit by country? Okay, profit by country. I'm adding one more. Let's listen carefully. New measure. Let's say profit by country percentage. So what I want is same measure, you can take it. Profit by country. Can we say into 100? Let me try this one. There are many ways here. There are many ways to derive a. So is it giving proper value or not? So if we sum it up 100 here, so this is what real time we use it usually. Real time, this is how we need to use it. For example, customer will ask me asking like this. So can you get this profit of the only for the, what is the profit we are getting only from this US? Then how much percentage you are getting? 31%. Sometimes they don't want to percentage in the column level. They want to display. Can you please display percentage before the value? Yeah, something like this. Let's see how many you guys will be helping me. So the next requirement would be customer asking add a percentage for each and every value. Can anyone help me on this one? Try at least. It doesn't mean that you have to give the accurate answer. At least tell me the option. Bala, go this option. Try that one. Something like this. At least see how many of you remembering these options. Oh, you want me to add new measure? Okay, fine. Or we'll modify the same measure. What is there? So what I want is I want to add the percentage symbol before to the value. Double quotes. Okay. And so the percentage symbol. This is what you are suggesting, right? Okay. Now see the values. Is it giving the percentage symbol? It is almost giving. The only problem is the number is coming in the decimal point. Can we restrict the decimal values now? Tell me now. Left or right function? Why can't we use round function? Now, now keep in mind, listen carefully. I will remove this percentage symbol. No, no, wait a minute. I don't disturbing this one. Instead of that one, I'm going to have a one more column. Listen carefully. The profit by country, CON country, equal to maybe our underscore new. I'm just giving one more because all same name we can't give, right? So now I'm trying to derive the same value. Profit by country. Okay. So what is the formula for this profit by country? The sales amount divided by total sales amount. Let me trying to add the same one. Sales amount divided by total sales amount. Let me add to avoid the confusion. Let me try percentage. Profit by percentage, new column I'm adding. So it is a known issue because we are not taking the proper way. We are not taking the calculate should be there, right? Calculate of sales amount, sum of sales amount. Oh, sorry, I taken the wrong measure. Yeah, I'm extremely sorry. You need to take the sum of sales amount. What is the sales amount? Close the bracket divided by this one. We got the new measure also. Now is getting both the values. I mean, both the values are same. Both the values are same in the sense I have not done anything new here. See, column name is different, but ultimately both are using the same expression only. Both are using the either profit by country, this one, profit by country or profit by country new. Both are using the same one. Now, what I'm going to do, uh, there is a option here. There is a option. Select this measure. Okay, select this measure, go to modeling, there is a percentage symbol here. I'm repeating, one way of adding the percentage symbol would be select the column name and add the into 100 also. Automatically you will getting 0 point, I mean 32 point something like this. If you want to showcase, let me add this one as well. Forget about percentage symbol. Okay, so now this is very straightforward. The sales amount divided by total value, we are getting 0.32. If I want to get the 31.9998, what I'm doing here into 100. Into 100 I'm doing, and then we are getting this value. So instead of doing into 100, still I can get this 31.98. That is what I'm trying to convey you guys. Now close this one. Okay. Profit by country also close it. This new, I think everyone understand. I'm just taking a simple sales amount divided by total sales amount. Now go to the modeling. There is a percentage symbol. Click on the percentage symbol. See the value here. We no need to do anything here. We no need to do anything. Automatically to do the into 100. Nowhere the formula is changed here. Formula is not changing. Only the format gets changed here. Only for this measure the formula gets changed. We are selecting as a into 100 automatically, and then percentage symbol also is displaying as it is. Let's say you don't want decimal 98, make it as a 0. Now see this one, only 32, rounding to the how many decimals you want. That is what about the percentage symbol. The format option that you might have known data types already, even you know the percentage also, but you may not be realize that if you click on the percentage symbol it will get you automatically into 100 in the percentage symbol. Clear guys? Anyone has any questions till now? This all function you can use it wherever you want, not only for this 90% cases. It will help you to derive the, because always will be the percentage will be very important, right? Doesn't matter last year this year percentage, or last quarter this quarter, last quarter this quarter. For example, I will give you one more example with the help of, why it is not saving. Okay, so I'm holding on the filter functions till we have many more. Today I would like to jump back to the date and time, I mean time intelligent functions. We discussed about the what is YTD functions, dates YTD and QTD MTD. I don't think so anyone tried these functions. So whatever YTD will give, dates YTD also will give the same result, but there are slight difference. Anyone tried this one? Okay, fine. So then after we understand about the opening balances, closing balances. So I'm just going to the same tabular report. Like so this is what I'm talking about. We understand all the functions about the closing balances. Closing balance is nothing but end of that current month, whatever value we have it, it will display as it is. If I talk everything, you will get mad. Okay, fine. Yeah. So let me remove this matrix and show you once again. So this is what yearly wise sales amount we have it. Now whenever adding the all the years, you'll get the all the years data. I have a simple slicer. Whomever attending only today, for them I'm just explaining. Whenever you want to add a quarterly level data, then how can I get the quarterly level? We have a quarter new, just add it. So each year we have 4 quarters data. Will you agree or not? That's why the one record has expanding into 4 records. Now same way, next granularity would be month wise. English month name data. So you can see clearly this is what the like month wise data. One quarter we have 3 months, second quarter, third quarter and fourth quarter. The same amount will be split into monthly level data. Like this you can add up to day level also. So the next function would be, let me add it this one. Let me see how much we covered. Only closing balance is correct. DAX functions in Power BI. DAX functions. Yeah. The time intelligent functions. As you can see, dates add dates between dates MTD, end of month, end of the month, end of quarter, end of year, first day. Yeah, as you can see here, next day, next month, next quarter, next year. This is a set of functions, and same way, similar to next also, we have a previous day, previous year, previous function, and also same period last year, and there are a couple of important functions. This already we have discussed. Yes or no? Let me list out here. The next order would be, yeah, same period last year function, and parallel, maybe spelling mistake, parallel period. Okay, AllYears, parallel period function. The next category would be next day. What is the function? Next day, yeah. Next month, next quarter is there, and next year. So instead of next, there is a concept called previous. Sorry, notepad. Yeah. I will share this notepad. Don't worry. Tomorrow I will share, because tomorrow we will try to close the batch and then let's see. Okay, so next this is the order. Probably I will take another 8:50 now, another 20-25 minutes. Okay, we will try to cover this 10 functions. If time permits, then let's see. We'll move to the next topics. So very simple here. Same period. The name itself clearly indicating. If you want to get, for example, maybe something when we're talking to our friends also, we will say, right? Last year, by the time I was in Hyderabad, you getting my point or not? Last year, by this date, I was in US or UK, something like this. So we are comparing. Right now, the current year, 2018, I'm holding like a 7 millions value in my account. 7 millions. But you can compare, right? Last year, I was having 6 million. So this year, I'm holding a 7 million. Then what is the gross margin here? 1 million, something like this. So if you want to get the same same period last year, what was the value, then we need to go for the same period last year function. And parallel also will be same, but parallel period will give the more parameters. You will understand. Okay, I will show you first. Blindly I'm adding like same period last year. I will copy this function m underscore same period last year. Now it's see clearly showing that it's asking only date. Is nothing is asking. Nothing is asking. Then our job is very easy. Full date alternative key and close it. Okay. So, but you will end up with let me add the extra column here. So m underscore same period last year. Where is the same period last year? Yeah. So this is the one because we are not taking sum anywhere, right? Yes or no? So what we need to do? So this is a filter criteria. We are telling that same period last year. So then take the calculate like sales amount. Sorry, sum of sales amount tab and close it. Yes. So maybe something we it is not required. Got it. Yeah. Full late alternative key. It should be fine, I guess. Enter it. So now take this one, same period last year. Now, whenever discussing with the last year, don't need of month level granularity, remove the month. So now it's very clear, data is very clear. Even remove this quarter also. So now see this one, select 14 and 13 also. It's very clearly we have a data starting from 2011 because I'll select only 2011 here. 2010 I don't have any data, that's why it's a blank. Now when I go to 2012, look at this value. And what about this value 6852489? Is it matching with this value? So simply the previous 2011 data will display under 2012, 2012 data will display under 2013, 13 data will display under 2014, 14 data will come under 15, but we don't have the data for 15 here. Anyone has any questions? Simply a previous year data, for example, 2000 under 2014 row, go to 13, take the value 16044, it will simply display here. That is what about the same period last year. Can we add one more like what is the current value minus this value? Can we get the gross margin here? Tell me then formula. New measure like gross margin yearly equal to. So if you observed or not, I have been using each and every time sum of sales amount, sum of sales amount. Do we have any measure related to that one? Now go and check here. Any measure we have sum of sales amount, I can take it as this. So first I will create one measure, okay? So what I'm trying to say, yeah. Yeah, 1 second. Here I will give as it like a total sales amount equal to sum of summers and close. This measure I will use it going forward. New measure So what is my intention? I'm adding as a gross margin here. So what is it usually? What is the sum of sales amount current year minus last year sales amount, or whatever you want, whichever you feel comfortable. Like I'm telling that M underscore same period last year minus, yeah, why not? Let me check what is there. If it is wrong, we will see. M underscore total sales amount. Total sales amount in the sense. Now enter this one. It's working fine. It's working fine. The gross margin yearly basis. Now add it like this. Is it correct or not? So this year I got 5,000 or 5 million or 5 million something. Yeah, 5 million. Last year we supposed to get a 6 million. Okay, the value is positive because I given as a last year minus this year. Let's say if the customer asking, if you getting less value compared to last year, I'm repeating once again, the current year value. Let me give the naming conversion. One second. You guys are getting confused. M underscore M underscore total sales amount. Where is that? This one. Current year sales amount. So current year sales amount. Where is the current year sales amount here? It might be down, no? Alphabetic wise is taking like this. So remove this sales amount now. The current year value this much and previous year sales amount. Same period last year. M underscore same period last year. I don't want this one. Previous year sales amount. I'm giving the proper naming convention here so that you guys can easily understand. Now current year sales amount is this one. At the same time, what is the value for the previous year? So always good to have the negative numbers when we are in the loss. Actually, if you see the 2012, the current year only have 5 million, but last year 2012 I was having 6 million, but obviously we are less value right this year. So let's change the formula then. So gross margin yearly, just remove this one. First go with the current value minus, so M underscore previous year value and enter it. Maybe order by is taking up. So now see this one. Whenever getting the less value compared to previous year, current year 5 million, last year 6 million, if you do the minus, the value is going for the negative symbol here. Value is going for the negative symbol here. So you can understand wherever negative symbol is there. Can we add some colors here? Can you do some conditional formatting? Try it out. Already we have discussed. So this is what about the calculations. Mainly real time these kind of calculations will be done. What is the current year sales amount and last year sales amount, and comparison between the both of them, and you will get as this one. Even can we get the percentage, how much percentage we lost this year? Last year 6 million something. Listen carefully. Last year 6 million something. This year only 5 million. So we lost almost 1 million that particular year. Then what is the percentage loss here? Tell me at least formula here. Mithun, can you please unmute and tell me? I want to get the last percentage here. How much percentage we lost it compared to last year?
Yeah, it will be like new measure and
Yeah, 100%
current.
we have to go for the new measure. I agree. I'm adding as a new measure. So let's say uh, profit or loss percentage by year. Okay, equal to. Tell me, Midhan. Go ahead.
Current year divided by total sales amount.
Current year sales amount. Okay, divided by m underscore previous year. Correct. Very
Yeah.
good. Enter it. So the name is profit or loss percentage by year. We'll take this one as well. Let me remove this gross margin just for our understanding. Okay, so is it giving right value? Let's say,
Um,
let's
we
say,
have to multiply by 100.
yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, multiply by 100.
Multiply by 100.
No.
So here the mathematical formula is very very important. Mathematical formula is very very important. Simple only. What you need to do, you need to change the first, you need to change the formula here. Try and let me know tomorrow, because if you continue this one, I can't cover as per my plan now. So I'm moving to the next function, that is called as a parallel period. So let's say, before going to parallel period, the same period last year will talk about only the this year last year. Will you agree or not? Let's say here nowhere we have the parameter, nowhere we have the parameter which can give us the comparison between this year and last 2 years back, or last month and this month. I will show you one example, like parallel period. Or first calculate m underscore, what is the formula we created here, total sales amount. Okay, fine, I will go for the sum only. Sum of sales amount, take it as a parallel, sorry, where is the parallel period, the second one, the parallel period. Listen carefully, it is asking the date column. Till now we know already. Full date key and number of intervals you want. Let's say the same example I'm trying to achieve. Same example in the sense, same period last year. Same period last year I'm trying to achieve here. So number of interval means, for example, -1, and the interval is, by default it has a month, quarter and year. Month, quarter and year. When I say year, close it. Let me remove this okay, one second. Remove this one and add one more measure which we created just now. I think measure 2, something like this. See now, is it giving the same value like a m underscore previous year sales amount or not? Obviously it will give, because the function is different. Function is different, but the output is same. The my requirement is very same. One requirement, I'm using multiple functions here. One requirement, I'm using multiple functions. So but only advantage, when you compare to same period last year function, the only advantage is it has like more intervals and more number of like intervals also, which means select this one. One second. So I'm just entering this one, nothing else. If we remove this one, let's say, if you see this one, the number of interval is nothing but, instead of -1, if I say -2, okay, comma year. Now let's see the magic here. Now click on outside. See now, see, as we know that we have value from 2011, 12, 13, 4 days. 2011, if you ask me, previous 2 years back, what is the sales amount? 2009. I don't have any sales here. I'm sorry, not this one. This one. 2 years back, I don't have any sales. This one, 2 years back, I don't have any sales because 2012 supposed to get me 2010 data. I don't have any value. But coming to 2013, 2 years back, 2011, what are the values? 6852, 6852. Is this showing or not? But if you go to previous year, like same period last year, we don't have any option here. We can't navigate to the 2 years back, 3 years back and all here. Only the name itself indicating same period, only last year only. The if you want to like go to 2 months back, 3 years back or 4 years back, then we need to use the function called parallel period. Anyone has any questions till now? Also, it will ask you to add more parameters. Granularity, you can go to up to quarter and then month level also. Let me show you. I'm adding one more. Yeah, we can copy it also. For example, measure 2, let it be calculate sum of sales amount, close it, parallel period, date column, full date alternative key. So -1 only, but this time I will go for the month interval, like month. Whenever analyzing the month wise, make sure that we have month level data. Yes or no? Let's remove everything. Take only 2012 data. Listen carefully. When I go for 2011 data, this is a normal month wise sales amount. We have it. Let me add a couple of more measures which we could just now. Measure 2, I guess. What is the formula for measure 2? -1 last month data. When we are in January, we know that we don't have the 2010 data. So supposed to display 2010 December data, which doesn't know. I mean, which don't have the data. See this one, the previous month data we are displaying like this. Anyone has any questions till now? What is about the parallel period and same period last year? And let me know. So like this, it will try the quarter also. That is what about the, let's say if I go for the -3 or 4 months, something like this. You will get this one. See, first 3 months it will be empty because when we come to April only, you can get the 3 months back data. 323, the value will match it. So now anyone tell me, if I go for 2012, let's say if I select in 2012 here, uncheck this 2011, will I get the Jan data or not? Why? See, when I go to 2012 January, let's say this is 12 January, supposed to get me December data here, right? Anyhow, -3 months. -3 months means supposed to get me the 2011 October or November data. You will get it. See here. You will get it. See. But if you see, it is to be actually 655 is nothing but, let me change it. You will understand. Let's say -1. Now this value 636 is nothing but 2011 December value. If you want, I will show you. See this one, 636. Will you agree or not? This value will come here. When we have the more values, then you will understand, right? 2011, 2012 data. So that is what about the difference between the same period last year, parallel period. So please practice it. I'm taking another 10 minutes of time and I will try to complete these functions as well. The next one is next day, next month, next quarter, next year. I will be discussing next year. Okay. To be today only and today only. Rest all will be homework. Home? Nothing is there. You need to change the parameter and you need to analyze the data. Okay. So the next one I'm taking is Yeah, new measure. Let's say m underscore next year equal to calculate sum of sales amount, comma, next day, next month, next quarter, next year I'm taking, it will ask you date column, full date alternative key, year end date. See the parameter please. Returns the next year, year end date. What is the meaning of year end date is optional to be honest, and close it. See, name itself indicating, right? It will not, no need to pass any intervals here because we are indicating year. What year? Next year. So take the m underscore next year, remove this measure to m underscore next year, upper. Okay, yeah, okay. So before discussing, I'm copying this value, adding one more measure. Yeah, previous year, that's it. Previous year, previous year. So remove this month level, we don't require it. Okay, next year, m underscore previous year, this one. So this is what about the next year. Let's say if you look at this one, 2011, what is the next year sales amount? 2012 value, right? Next year, that is what this 5836, this value, next year value will be come into the up here, and this 16 million will come as the up next year values, right? That is what about the next year. The opposite to next year is nothing but previous year. So previous year, the current year, if we take as 2011, the previous year we don't have any value, 10 value. And coming to 2012, what is the previous value? This value, right? 6852. This is this coming as same or not? Same way, keep in mind whenever analyzing the next quarter value, next month level, day level, please take a respective column. Go to the month level, then analyze the next month value. So is all we completed as part of trainings only is completed. I don't know how much you guys understand. Okay. So next couple of minutes, maybe tomorrow, first half an hour we'll discuss one or two filtered. As I told you, there are lots of functions, guys. Okay, but I given you almost majorly used ones. So let me, even we have a important functions in the, under filter category only. Date add function, dates between function. These two are very important high priority functions, because sometimes the customer asking here, Bala, can you please display here only the current month, what is the orders I'm getting? This can be possible, right? For example, when we publishing something, or when we working with the client location, or when whatever we are doing something for the client, right? Or as part of our improving our business, customer always wants to know how we are performing the current month. So here what I want to display, only current month, how many orders we are, just like a 20 orders, just like a 20 orders. What is the dates we need to pass it? Always current month, starting date, day 1 2 till date. This this measure parameter always should be dynamic, starting from the current month. If you go to next month, automatically it has to go to July 1st. So for that reason we need to use the dates between function, always should be month of first date. I hope you understand end of the month how to get it. We have a date, something, we have functions. What is the function name? end of the month, or we have a now function or today function to get the current timestamp. So we need to use it those thing, and we need to get the dates between. Dates between always should be month first to end of today. All right then. So I'm stopping here. Tomorrow we'll try to finish the batch. Not try to finish 100%. We can close it. Rest will be up to you guys. How advanced level you are going. Almost I covered as a more than 100 function, I guess. Not 100, at least 70, 80 functions. Yes or no? Security, I think some people already attended. We will plan on that part and we will discuss. Don't worry. Anyhow, I need to go now. I'll be stopping. See you tomorrow and we'll discuss everything tomorrow.